Hey guys, how you all doing today? Welcome back to my channel. And first of all, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Alright, so today is currently the 26th. I am recording this video right now, and I know you guys have not heard from me in a while. It's part of the reason why I'm making this video, so you guys can see me, so I can talk to you guys to explain why you've not heard from me in a while. And it's kind of centered around the topic we're going to be talking about today. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about opportunities and taking advantage of opportunities. All right, sorry, I'm outside right now, like, you know, inside everybody is like, you know, having fun, making noise and all that. So I decided to just come to my backyard and make this video for you guys. So that is why you have this wall, all right, which is like my backdrop, and so you might hear some noise and all that, but this was the most quiet place I could find in my house. All right, so let's get on with it. All right, so let's talk about opportunities and taking advantage of them. All right, so a lot of people, I'm sure, if you've been in the cryptocurrency market for a while now, you've probably heard the saying, cryptocurrency is a scam, Bitcoin is a scam, it's all going to go down to zero and all that stuff. All right, now let me tell you guys something. All right, there's just this very simple fact about markets. No market stays up forever and no market stays down forever. All right, and something you should all know is that, I'm sure some of you already know this, but for those of you who don't actually know, is that cryptocurrency markets, the entire cryptocurrency financial markets right now, it is now part of the world's financial system. All right, whether you like it or not, crypto has been there for at least 13 years now, if I'm not wrong. Okay, like, all the time that it should have failed, it hasn't failed. All right, and also the more it keeps going, the more it keeps getting implemented into systems. All right, so now you can actually use your crypto to actually buy stuffs, and you know, it's basically now accessible to as much people as possible. Softwares are being created to make it much more accessible. Softwares are being created to make it much more easy for people to use. It's basically a big deal right now. Okay, and for people to say that, oh, it's going to go to zero, I mean, it's almost like you're saying that the stock market is going to go to zero, the housing market is going to go to zero. See, people are never going to stop speculating, right? That is what drives all markets up and also drives it down. Right now, we are in what we call a bearish market right now. The entire crypto market, the entire financial system is down right now. Everybody is speculating that things are going to get worse. Even next year, things are going to get worse. First of all, once you can understand that crypto is now part of the financial system, you would understand that, okay, this is not going to go to zero. Okay, so now it's not financial advice, I'm not trying to advise anybody on anything, but once you've already come to see it the way I see it and many other people see it, you understand that this is the time for you to actually buy more of it. All right, I know you've probably heard this a lot. How do the rich get richer? The rich basically buy when it's low and sell when it's high, or they buy when it's low and then hold it over time and then pass it down to the next generation. All right, these are the times when that happens. Okay, this is when things like that happens, when the market is low. Bitcoin fell all the way from like $69,000 and currently sitting at $16,000 right now. This is when you should be buying. All right, but then a lot of people actually you know, it's kind of like some people actually understand this. I am saying this right now, some of you are actually hearing it and you're understanding that yes, this is actually true what he's saying, but I just don't think, I don't know, I'm not sure if I should take that step. Now let me tell you guys about the past of Bitcoin's up and downs. All right, now not to even talk about the stock market, because first of all, the stock market, this is not the first time it's crashing. All right, the real estate market, this is not the first time it's crashing. All right, think of the forex market, whatever you can think about, this is not the first time it's crashing, because they've been here for a while. So as Bitcoin and the crypto markets. All right, so let me tell you guys something about the history of Bitcoin's crash. I said this in my a couple of live streams I did ago. So those of you who actually watch that live stream, you know what I'm talking about. But for those of you who have not watched that live stream, let me talk to you guys about something. Okay, so by the end of 2013, okay, Bitcoin was at a high of $1,100, okay, and it fell all the way to $226, right? So that is about an 80% drop. Okay, now that was in 2013. I think that was about one of the early crashes, because Bitcoin was created like a few years before that. Okay, now another one again in 2017. Bitcoin went all the way to its high. This is one that most people will remember. Bitcoin went all the way to its high of $19,000, right? And then it fell all the way down to $3,000. Now, again, we have another one again recently in 2021. It went all the way to its high of $69,000, and right now we are sitting around somewhere around $16,000, right? Now, these are just like the last three bear markets we've had. Obviously, Bitcoin has had like previous crashes way before that. I think I would find that and put that in here for you guys to know. I'll probably just put it on the screen so you guys can see and all that, right? Basically, what I'm just trying to say is that this is not the first time, and it's not going to be the last time that Bitcoin is crashing in price. All right. Now, something you should all know is that right now, Bitcoin doesn't sit at $1,100 anymore. That was what it was at in 2013. Okay, Bitcoin went all the way from its high of $1,100 and came down all the way to $200. Now, I want you guys to think about what people must have been thinking during that time, right? People must have been thinking, "Oh wow, this was a scam. This definitely came and went." All right, for it to go all the way to its high of $1,100, that is the highest it could go, and there's a chance that it's never coming back again. But then again, in 2017, right, by the end of 2017, it went all the way to $19,000, all the way from $200 to $19,000, and then crashed back down to $3,000. Now, some of you must have known about Bitcoin during this time, because this was when everybody was like, for sure it's dead now. For it to go all the way from $19,000 to $3,000. Now we went all the way to $70,000, right? $69,000. And now we're sitting at $17,000. Now, something you also know is that, you know, these prices keep getting higher and higher and higher. The crashing prices, I mean. Like, for example, 2015, when it crashed to $200, right? And then in 2019, it crashed to $3,000. And then now, today, it has crashed to around $16,000. Okay, so if you see $200, $3,000, and $17,000, what I'm just trying to say is that there is a time when Bitcoin is going to crash to $200,000 for one Bitcoin, and it will be freaking unaffordable for people, because by that time it probably would have already risen all the way to like $500,000, $500,000 for one Bitcoin, I mean, and then crash all the way back to $200,000, and people are going to still be screaming that this thing is going to zero. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because I'm pretty sure that there were people who were screaming it was going to zero in 2013. I'm pretty sure there were people who were screaming it was going to zero in 2017 and in 2021, which is 2022 as we know today. That people are saying that this thing is going to go to zero, but yet it keeps going up. What I'm just trying to say is that I'm coming back to what I'm talking about in this. You know, the reason for this video is opportunities and taking advantage of opportunities. Like I said, the crypto market now has the time when the conversation will be held that I think this thing is going to go to zero has passed. All right, now we are in the time of, okay, this is what the market is doing now. Is it time to take advantage of it or not? And this, in my own honest opinion, and a couple of other people as well, this is the best time to take advantage of it. Now, not only the crypto market is down, right? The stock market is down too, all right? Other financial markets are down too. So even if you say you do not believe in crypto, okay, other markets are down too, all right? So which means you have to take advantage of those things, those opportunities as well. People are so scared. People don't want to lose their money. I understand it, but if we do not take action in times like this, when the market is down, when do you want to take advantage of it? Is it when it's up? Now think of this, right? Now let me use myself as an example, by the way. All right, somebody like me, I've been buying Bitcoin for a while, but I also still bought Bitcoin at its high of 69,000. I mean, literally at its peak of $69,000, I bought Bitcoin. All right, now it has crashed by like almost 80%, right? Obviously, I've still been buying since then. But think of a lot of other people that actually bought Bitcoin at its high of like $69,000, and then now it's crashed, and then they're like, you know what, I'm not going to touch it anymore. It has crashed. I don't want to even bother myself with it anymore. That is what you call a waste of opportunity, especially when you understand how these markets work. Like I said, this thing, the time of saying that, oh, this thing is going to go to zero, I think this is the end of it, has passed. We've had 13 years to basically deliberate that. We've been deliberating that for a while now. Some people are still deliberating it, but it's a pretty much done deal, in my honest opinion, at least, right? Like, at this point, just join in and start taking advantage of it. Now, like I said, crypto market is not the only thing that is down. The stock market is down too. Would you say that the stock market is probably go to zero? Like, all the companies out there who are doing great things for humanity, who are providing value for their shareholders, would you say they're going to go to zero? No, of course not. They've been existing. The stock market has been existing even before many of you watching this video were even born. It has been doing this for the past decades, right? Like many decades ago. Okay, so it's like you shouldn't. It's a matter of taking advantage of it. That's one thing people don't understand, is that in times like this, I understand that people are actually scared, right? Because, you know, when something falls, like for example, for me, who bought something at $69,000 at its peak, and now it's like falling by a lot, you'll be like, okay, you know what, maybe I should slow down a little bit, or maybe I should not buy as much. But here's the thing, it's gonna go back up again, because that's what all markets do. Nothing stays up forever, nothing stays down forever, especially the financial markets. All right, right now people are in a state of fear. I'm sure you probably heard this saying by Warren Buffett: buy when people are fearful, sell when people are greedy. It means sell when you're at the top and buy when it's in the bottom. The market is in the bottom. Right now, a lot of people are fearful. People don't want to buy crypto. People don't want to invest. Because they're like, everything is going down. I don't know. Guys, do not be among these people, because guess what? This is how people actually get very rich. They buy something when it's cheap, okay, and sell when it's high. And I'm just repeating myself, but I feel like some people actually really need to hear this. Bitcoin, the crypto market, is going to go back up again. That is how it has always done, okay? Just like how the stock market is going to go back up again, the financial global system is going to go back up again. But what you can do in the meantime is take advantage of it right now. All right, now let me start rounding up, because I'm currently losing daylight, so you guys are probably not seeing me anymore. Now we're going into next year. All right, now a lot of experts are saying, and based on the trend, my personal belief as well, after doing a couple of research and watching a couple of YouTube videos, hearing from experts and all that, I don't think the worst is behind us yet. All right, so which means next year is probably going to be even more crazier than this year so far, right? The markets are even going to go even further down than we have gone this year. All right, remember what I say, even an economy has its uptime and its downtime, and we're not done with the downtime yet. All right, so things are even going to get much more tougher next year. Now, which is why I'm making this video. What should you do to prepare for that? All right, it's very simple, guys. Double your hustle. All right, it's just that simple. You need more money to be able to take advantage of the fact that the markets are down. Okay, because remember what the rich people do, they buy when the market is down. Okay, but if you guys remember, last I checked, at least for me, I am not rich yet. All right, so which means in order for me to be able to take advantage of these markets that are down right now, I need to basically double my hustle, work twice as hard, basically do the hard work to be able to get more money to buy crypto. All right, at least for me, mine is to buy crypto, stocks, and every other investable assets out there. Yours could be to just buy stocks or invest in something that is investable to be able to get you more money. All right, so basically, guys, double your hustle, because things are even about to get a little bit more tougher. All right, so which means you have to work twice as hard. Okay, like I said, last time I checked, I am not rich and you're probably watching this video and not rich right now, so you cannot even take advantage of the fact that the markets are even going to get much lower. So since you can't take advantage of the fact that the markets are going to get much lower, meaning since you don't just have cash lying around, some of you might actually have some cash lying around, which is superb. You need to be able to double your hustle so that you can get that money to be able to invest in these assets. All right, because these are the times when you're supposed to be doing that, not when it's high. If you don't freaking buy these things right now when they are low, buying them when they're high is like you're just wasting your time. I mean, you're probably not wasting your time because it's probably going to get higher than that, but still, why would you want to wait for that anyways? You could have been able to buy much more when it was down than buy little when it's up. At that point, you're not really serious. Are you really serious about making money? Are you really serious about generational wealth or not? All right. If you're saying that you're scared or you're not, let it start going up a little first before you buy. That's the difference between you actually making a fortune and making just a little bit to be able to pass down to your generation. All right. So this is basically, we're talking about creating generational wealth here. Generational wealth is not created by just, oh, you waiting for the market to come back up, or you scared. It's actually buying when people are fearful. I understand that the market is down right now. You're probably scared. Well, I have faced my fears and I'm over that stuff right now. I don't even look at the price anymore. I just buy, right? So in order for me to not repeat myself, double your hustle so that you're able to buy more of these cryptos or invest more. All right, so I'm talking about crypto is what I am talking about, but it could be investing in other things. All right, as long as they are currently down, buy them now so that when the price goes up you have a lot more. All right, so let me just give you guys an example. Okay, like for example, Cardano, right? You guys know I'm crazy about Cardano. Apart from Bitcoin, right, I'm crazy about Cardano as well. Cardano currently is 90%, more than 90% of its high right now. Right now it's currently sitting at 20 something cents right now. Now most people looking at that will be like, holy shit, like I cannot get into this all the way, falling all the way from its high. But that is like, I personally actually wish it could fall even lower so that I'll be able to buy as much more that I can. All right, if you guys have not watched my video on investments of the future, right, if you guys have not watched that video, I'm going to have the link in the description. Cryptocurrencies like Cardano, which are staking cryptocurrencies, are basically they're going to be like the future of passive incomes. All right, I don't want to go so much into that, but you guys should check the link in the description. I'm going to have the video in the description below. Now imagine knowing that there are cryptocurrencies like that out there. People are going to be so mad that they didn't know about things like Cardano now today, as of, you know, as opposed to 5 years from now when it's like gotten very high. All right, some people will still be able to afford them, but then you will not be able to buy as much as you can today, which is what I'm talking about. It's like, okay, so now it fell all the way from its high of like $3, right? And right now it sits around 25 cents. So let's say if you want to buy 100 ADA, right, at $3, that would mean that you will need to spend $300, right, at $3. But then if you want to buy 100 at like currently like 30 cents, below 30 cents, it will mean that you will need to spend about $30. Do you see what I'm talking about? So which means if you actually had $300, you'll be able to buy about 3,000 of it, if I'm not mistaken. But basically I'm just trying to say that you'll be able to buy way more than if it was in $3, right? Right now it's like falling. I wish it could even fall all the way to 10 cents. And I've not made one of these videos in a while, my market reviews, but I actually reviewed the price of ADA, and I see that it could probably drop to 18 cents. And I have a buy order at 18 cents. All right, so people are very, very fearful about things like this. You do not want to look at the price. All right, you just want to look at what you can get right now, so that when it gets back up, you would have a lot. So which means that I don't need to probably have like, okay, so in the video I mentioned something about in order for you to start getting something tangible from ADA, right, you need to accumulate about 10,000 ADA. Now think about accumulating 10,000 ADA when it's at $3. That means you would literally need to spend $30,000 to just get 10,000 ADA. You literally need to spend $30,000 as opposed to right now that it's around 30 cents, which means you literally have to just spend $3,000 to get up to 10,000 ADA. So if you had $10,000, you can get up to like 25,000 either, right? And which means when it gets back up to like $3 and even beyond that, you have a lot of money in your possession. Do you guys see what I'm trying to talk about here? So this is why I'm saying double your hustle so that you'll be able to make more money to be able to buy these things now. I keep saying it. If you guys have watched my previous videos on my market reviews, I have said it a couple of times. I think that Bitcoin, I am anticipating a drop of Bitcoin all the way down to $12,000, and it's looking like it's going to actually hit $12,000. I feel like $12,000 is going to be the bottom, right? So right now we are sitting at around $16,000, so which means Bitcoin could fall lower, which means the other cryptocurrencies out there that you think are good cryptocurrencies are also going to fall a little bit lower. All right, are probably going to fall even way lower. So which means opportunity for everybody to be able to rack up these things. Okay, first of all, you need to understand, you need to come to terms with understanding that this thing is here to stay. If you do not understand that this thing is here to stay, no matter what I tell you, you're not going to believe it. When these things crash, you're going to get scared and be like, you know what, I cannot do this, it's just too low for me, right? But once you understand that something is here to stay, like how you believe that the stock market is not going to get to zero, it's here to stay. People are always going to speculate on the price going down, people are always going to speculate on the price going up, but over time it goes up. The same thing with crypto, over time it's just going to go up, right? So right now we're in the time when everybody's speculating that it's going to go down and it's going to fall lower in price, right? Take advantage of it. First of all, I'm going to recap on the fact that this is not the first time that the crypto market is crashing. This is not the first time that the stock market is crashing or any market is crashing. This pain, right, that we are all facing right now in the stock market, financial market, every type of market, in our economies, in our various economies. I know in Nigeria, yeah, our economy is special, like we are really getting the grunt of it, right? But every other economy too is going through the same thing, right? This is not the first time they are doing this, which means there's also going to be a time when things are going to start going back up again, right? But I do not see next year as that year for it. So which means things are going to probably go even lower, right? So which means you have to be ready to take advantage of that. So which means that you need to double your hustle. This is kind of the reason why I have not been available for a while now. Like now, I'm so ready for this stuff. I literally just buy. And I'm going to, guess what, I'm going to like double that hustle next year. And lastly, you need to educate yourself. You need to basically understand why cryptocurrency is here in the first place. And like I said, cryptocurrency is what I'm talking about, but it doesn't have to be what you have to do. You can invest in the stock market or whatever. You know, there are a lot of good stocks out there. One of them, I'm wearing their hoodie right now. Tesla is actually a pretty good company to actually buy, right? But that's just my opinion. You have to do your own research on that. Basically, you need to understand how market dynamics work. You need to understand that cryptocurrency right now, it has been given 14 years, almost 14 years at this point, if I'm not mistaken. So actually, a lot of people have been saying it's going to die, it's going to die, it's going to die. Over a decade now, it's still here. At this point, it has already been entrenched into the financial system, and it's even going to get much more entrenched into the financial system, which means that the more it lasts, the more people come to accept that, okay, you know what, this is just, let me look into this Bitcoin thing, let me hold some of it, right? And a lot of people are actually doing that. A lot of rich people are actually doing that. A lot of companies are actually doing that, right? If you guys are going to take anything from this video, double your hustle, buy more assets, all right? I didn't say crypto now, I said assets, all right? Which includes crypto as well. All right, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas again and a Happy New Year. So I'm going to see you guys later. I gotta go and edit this video right now, so I'll be able to upload it on time before the new year, and I'll catch you guys later. Cheers.